everybody listening on their radios. This is Sports, Politics, and More, live from New York City. I am your host, Andrew Pollack, joined as always by the wonderful Frank Todaro. Hello, Frank.
Hey, Andrew, and everybody, welcome to your February 7th, 2018 edition of Spam Live on UCY-TV. Andrew, lots going on this week. We're going to have a very, very great show, continued from last week. Big news, the big news over the weekend, for anybody who's interested, the Super Bowl was a big spectacle again, as it has become. They finally had a nice a nice national anthem by Pink. Everybody stood up for the national anthem. The planes flew. Everybody clapped. The game was pretty good too. Of course, Andrew, you picked the Patriots last week. They lost. What was the final score? 41-33.
Well, all I'm gonna say is, fly, Eagles, fly!
Oh, whatever. But I'm saying, did you watch the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, I watched. Yes, definitely.
Really? Did you have food and all that stuff?
Well, we had grilled chicken sandwiches.
What grilled chicken sandwiches? I remember last year at this time, Andrew had on the previous version of the show with the old hosts Nick Thurston, John Brown. You had your top 10 Super Bowl snacks, and you picked beans.
I meant baked beans.
Baked beans. And I made fun of you. That was one of my earliest call-ins to the Spam show when I was a caller, and I couldn't believe you said that, baked beans. That was an odd choice for baked beans for Super Bowl.
I like Bush.
What's that?
I like Bushes.
Bushes?
Yeah.
What, the brand of beans?
Yeah, I like Bush's baked beans.
No, I don't. What's the difference? I don't even know. Leave me alone. All right. Anyway, like I said, we have another action-packed show. I gotta say, so far in 2018, and I think maybe we put our act together. I've listened to the last. I'd say the last 3-4 shows. We really hit a home run. In my opinion, I think we're really coming along finally. So at 8:15. We're gonna have Andrew's date. Last week, Andrew revealed he developed a relationship with a mysterious girl, and I offered him a crisp $100 bill if she would call in this week, and we'll get on that at 8:15. At 8:30, of course, we have the news. Lots going on. Of course, more the politics. It gets weirder and weirder. Obamagate, the memos. It's all a bunch of
I saw on Drudge today Obama was on the front page.
Yeah, he's in hot water. I don't know if I can't say he's in hot water. Every time something damaging or damning comes out, I mean, red-handed evidence. What happens? I'm starting to believe it's all. How many times have I said it's all political theater? And what I mean by that is this is all a show for the American public, for the world. It's like watching it's like watching the best.
And we had another episode of Political Apprentice yesterday.
What was that?
You know, the show where Donald Trump and he has people around him in a discussion.
Yeah, I know that. Oh, you mean it's like a version of Political Apprentice? Yes, it's. I mean, I'm not taking anything serious. I mean, all this stuff, the accusations against Trump since mid 2016, before he became president, the Hillary shit, her going back to 2016, her email scandals. It's. And nothing happens. Every time evidence comes out, nothing happens. It becomes a big hot story for 2 weeks, for 2 days, 3 days, and then it just goes away. And it's like I think it's all bullshit. And now that's why I think.
Well, I still want her in jail.
I don't know. I don't think anybody's going to jail. I think it's all one big game. I keep saying it. It's like wrestling. They all get in front of the camera. They swear how they're going to beat each other.
Promos and then they lose.
Yeah, they cut promos on each other. How they're gonna, who's doing this, who's doing that. They're gonna beat each other up, and then it's like I think
I'm going to WrestleMania and I'm going to win the championship.
Yeah. And then as soon as the camera shut off, these people are having big grand dinners together and laughing and making deals. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Of course, now Friday and the stock market took a big dip, and already people, Trump's opponents were rejoicing that his big strength, the stock market was collapsing. Today, I believe it did bounce back. I'm not sure. Were you aware of it, Andrew?
I didn't see how the Dow Jones did today. I wasn't even paying attention.
I saw this morning about 9. It was up. It was up 576 points.
Oh, I got the index right here.
Yeah, I think it was up. I'm looking right now.
Yeah, Dow Jones went down 1942 today.
Only 1942?
Yes.
Oh, that's nothing. All right, so I just look. I'm not a big financial expert. I want to be. I want to get. That's one thing in my life. I want to start getting very familiar with the stock market. But Friday, it took a big hit. But let's not forget that. What did it go down? 1,700 points.
Yeah, Monday was a pretty alarming day.
It was that big number. But don't forget. Just how much the stock market increased. It went from what? Since Trump took office, it went from 6,000 to almost 25,000. That's a big chunk. I mean, if you would have told me in 2015 or 2016 when the Dow Jones was hovering around 6,000 and it would have went down 1,700, I would have said that would have been a stock market crash. This was just a little blip. People can make.
Yeah, they're calling it a correction.
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying? If when the Dow is 6,000 and it drops 1,700 points, that's a lot. That's almost 30%. When it's close to 25,000 and it drops 1,700, it's a dent, but it's okay. But everybody's already was starting to speculate that the Dow was going to correct itself, and this was a overpriced market, and Trump really now doesn't get credit. So you see the hypocrisy. When the stock market is doing great and Trump takes credit, it was Obama. Give credit to Obama, and then the second it starts dipping, it's Trump's fault. The stock market's crashing. So that's all bullshit. But real quick, from what I heard, it scared investors Friday because of the increase in jobs, and it said the fear is I don't know if I don't understand why, but. When jobs increase, sometimes they raise the interest rate, and that's when people get panicky and start selling. Anyway, it's going to correct itself. Everything is in place for the economy to do good. With Trump's bringing back stuff, bringing back jobs, imports, getting taxed, tax cuts, it's going to do good. It'll bounce back. There's nothing to worry about there. And then what else, Andrew? What else did you find? Did you find anything worth mentioning?
Well, let me talk about what happened.
No, did you anything worth mentioning that you saw over the weekend, or no?
Nothing interesting, no.
Of course, nothing ever interesting happens with me or you outside of this show, I guess. Except Andrew's always busy with his weather updates. All right, real fast. One of the funniest things I heard today was the Senator Adam Schiff, who got a prank call. And I don't know if he was he took the call. This is a real call. He got pranked by a couple of Russian pranksters, and they were comedians. They're Russian comedians. They actually called his office, got through, and made a prank call to him. And I'm going to play it. He could be heard. He could be heard in the background. Listen, we're going to Andrew. I think. We're gonna move. We're gonna be a little behind schedule tonight, so we'll get to your date update a couple of minutes late, and the news will be pushed back.
Which is a very depressing one. That's all I'm gonna.
I got because I have to play this prank call.
Go on ahead. Go do it because it's an insane call. I will say that.
Yeah. For the audience, this is Adam Schiff. Adam Schiff's office taking a call. This is real. from a couple of Russian comedians who are professional pranksters, and they're calling about Trump. They're claiming they have damaging new evidence on Trump. And I don't know if Schiff in this call he's just playing along or taking it serious, or he's actually like intrigued. I don't know. You be the judge. Here's Mark Dice.
Better every day since the Democrats have been acting in bad faith for the last year. Everything that they do only ends up backfiring and making them look like a bunch of paranoid lunatics and hypocrites. Well, it turns out that a couple Russian pranksters known for making prank calls to celebrities and American politicians got Congressman Adam Schiff on the phone, the ranking Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee, and said that they had some compromising photos of President Trump. He sat on the phone with them for over 8 minutes, buying their story hook, line, and sinker, and then coordinated with them so that he could get his hands on this material.
Hi, all right, I'm going to put Mr. Schiff on the phone, and then I guess are you going to transfer him to Mr. Powerby?
Yes, of course.
Great, thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, Mr. Schiff. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Chairman. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you.
He's posing as a Ukrainian politician who's obviously the chairman of some committee.
I know that you work for investigation regarding Trump and Russian government.
Yes.
We know some important information about it.
And that is documented as well in materials you want to provide to us?
This is really Adam Schiff.
Explain you where we are.
Yes, of course. But, again, I would just caution that our Russian friends may be listening to the conversation, so I wouldn't share anything over the phone that you don't want them to hear.
No.
Look, he's worried about the Russians spying on him.
Investigation.
Yes. Well, please, go ahead then.
In November 2013, Mr. Trump visited Moscow. He visited competition Miss Universe, and there he met with Russian journalist and celebrity Ksenia Sobchak.
I'm sorry, can you explain that again? While he was in Moscow in November 2013, he met with a journalist and
well, right now he's thinking this is too good to be true.
But anyway, she became famous because of Putin is her godfather.
Okay, Putin's godfather. Okay.
She also known as a person who provided girls for escort for oligarchs, and she met with Trump and she brought him one-hour Russian girl, celebrity Olga Buzova, who also known as a person with a strange reputation.
Olga, and how do you spell her name?
Olga Buzova.
Buzova.
Yes.
Olga Buzova is...
Why doesn't he just say, I don't know.
The reporter Sobchak?
Yes, she's a friend of a reporter, and I think the special agent of Russian Secret Service, Ksenia Sobchak.
Okay, and so Buzova met with Trump in New York at some point after.
This tells me they're so desperate that they actually took this call.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Absolutely, and she got compromising materials on Trump after their short relations.
Okay, and what's the nature of the compromise?
Well, there were pictures of naked Trump.
Okay. What the hell?
And so Putin was made aware of the availability of compromising material?
Oh, the Kremlin knowing about this?
Doesn't he hang up?
Sobchak and Sobchak shares those materials with Putin because...
It just keeps going on.
Unbelievable. That shows you how this guy is a senator. He's a senator of our country.
Wait, what's his name again? Adam Schiff, right?
Yeah, the crazy guy. He with his eyes. You ever see him on TV? His eyes are wide open. This is a common look among libtards.
Oh, wait a minute. This is the same guy who was on RT a couple years ago, wasn't he?
Yeah, right. They showed that on RT. He was on RT. They pulled up a clip of him from RT, the Russian Times news network. He looked normal back then. He actually looked normal. And now I don't know what the hell. I don't know if these people are being brainwashed or programmed by some secret CIA mass brainwashing program or mind control program. You see their eyes. Their eyes are like wide open, like they're in a cult, like they're brainwashed. He's got that look. Nancy Pelosi. You see the libtards on TV all over the news. It's
God. Oh.
But I'm saying, listen. How do you take that? Listen, this tells me either he was. First of all, how does he even let these people call in? I'm sure it's a recorded call. It has to be a recorded call. This is a goddamn senator, the United States senator, and he's telling them, "Be careful. The Russians could be listening in." So he knows his phone could be tapped. I don't understand. And how does he hang up? I don't understand. It tells me that he's such a sneaky fuck that he was.
Yeah, it probably means something.
No, he's probably like drooling and like rubbing his hands. You could picture him. I got it now. If I get my hands on this material, I'm gonna get Trump and I'm gonna extort him. I mean, you got to be kidding me. It's a joke. But anyway, all right, that wraps it up for there. I mean, it's comedy. It's comedy. And then later on in the news, Nancy Pelosi's comedy today. She.
Oh, you mean with that 8 hours thing?
Yeah, as she filibustered, it was ridiculous.
That bullshit. Unbelievable with her.
Right.
I just wish she'd retire already.
All right. So anyway, that's for now. Let's get on to business. Okay, and whoever's listening in the audience, last week we had
Nick Durst embarrassed me on live radio.
You did a good job of that yourself. Last week, former hostess man Nick Durst called in with breaking news update on Andrew, and Andrew, you apparently had developed a relationship. Andrew changed his Facebook status to relationship with a girl, a supposed girl he met online that added him on Facebook as a friend. He met her. What, you met her at what? 10 in the morning, and you got into a relationship with her at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 3 hours, 4 hours.
You know, I miss my mom. Smack some sense into me.
Hold on. And so we look at the profile of this alleged girl. She people you got to see it looks like a scam. Nick said it was a phishing scam. Me and Nick are telling him last week, like, how do you?
I actually showed a real picture of her to my mom.
I don't know. I looked at her profile. I scoured her profile.
Not the way I showed it to my mom. You want to know what's thought of her?
Hold on. I scoured. I'm telling the audience. I'm building up. I'm adding context. I'm building.
All right.
So this week, the last couple of days, I scoured this girl's, this alleged person's profile on Facebook. There's not one picture of her in her photos. Her profile is a cartoon. And I'm telling me and Nick were telling Andrew this is a scam, and Andrew is alleging that he has a mutual friend who knows this girl, and I don't know. So
thank God I blocked the mutual friend, because the mutual friend was pissing me off too last week.
Yeah, I don't know who's that Robert.
What are you, James Joseph Faluca, blocking people?
Hold on. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Hold on.
Oh, no, Nick Durst is back, everyone.
Nick, look, listen, I'm going to tell you. I made Nick call in. He doesn't know what's going on. So last week we ended off that I wanted to get this girl, her name is Janine, to call in this week and explain herself. And I offered Andrew a crisp $100 bill if she would call in. And I think maybe we got her on the line, Andrew. I went behind your back.
No, please tell me you didn't.
I don't know, Nick. You got her number, right?
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Andrew, do you want to confess on anything?
Well, this is the proper way I'm going to say it.
No, stop.
My mom found out about this.
What?
My mom found out about her, and I showed her a real photo.
You showed her a real photo?
And you know what she called her?
Oh, hold on. Where did you get the real photo of this girl that you never met?
She sent me a photo.
She sent you a photo where? In your email or on Facebook?
On Facebook.
So she could have downloaded any photo and sent it to you. Okay. All right. So Nick, this is where it gets really, really the waters get muddy over here. Are you following me?
I'm listening. I think we got her on the line here.
Hi, Andy, sweetie. How's your drawing?
Janine? That really Janine?
That looks like
Hey,
a close-up of my eyes.
Andrew,
Hey, sweetie.
you're in love with Andrew?
Oh my gosh, this girl's crazy, Andrew.
Are you real, Janine, or are you just
She's not happy. I had to mute her. She's not happy.
All right, so listen. All right, obviously that's not Janine. So Nick, see, Andrew doesn't. Nick doesn't know about this. I have not told him anything about what I'm about to reveal. So I think it was Sunday, Nick, in the audience. It was Sunday. I was minding my own business. I think I was doing my assignment when I get a call, and I look and it's Andrew. It's about in the afternoon. I'm figuring maybe he never calls me.
I think he wanted to share his baked bean recipe for you for the
yeah, right. So I'm figuring maybe he's gonna ask. Maybe he's gonna ask me something about the Super Bowl. I don't know. Maybe he dialed me by accident. So I pick it up, and he calls me, and I'm like, Andrew, and he's panicked. I'm like, Andrew, what's going on? And he goes, my mother found out. And I'm like, what did your mother find out? And then Andrew, you got to explain this to me. I don't know if I heard you wrong. He goes, my mother caught me jerking off. What? And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah. He's all panicked. He sounds like he just finished jerking off, and he's panting. Nick, he's panting on the phone. He's out of breath. Are you listening to this? I'm not making this up. This is not. If I
now I find it funny.
Listen, if I really made this up, I should be a writer. So he's panting, and he's like, Frank, my mother found out. She caught me jerking off. I'm like, wait, this is even what it got even more like cringeworthy. He goes, my mother caught me jerking off to her. So at first, I mean, if what do you make about that? If initially somebody tells you my mother caught me. So did your mother caught you? You were jerking off to your mom?
Oh no, to Janine.
Oh, okay. So Nick, you understand? Are you there, Nick? Is Nick on the line?
Nick, you there?
I don't know what happened. He'll call back. Andrew.
When I look back on it now, I'm sort of happy I did.
All right, let's hold on. You move. So
anyway,
I got really, really like creeped out by this. Okay, I don't know what happened. I don't know how I'm gonna add Nick. I don't know why he dropped. So and Andrew, when you initially called me and you said my mother caught me jerking off to her, I thought you were jerking off. You were masturbating to your mom. No, really. And you said she got you. You told me. You told me.
I needed this.
Andrew, are you in there?
Your friend.
Andrew, are you looking at me? Are you looking at me again? How dare you, Andrew? You're punished. Andrew, that's disgusting. All right, so you all right. So let me just get this straight. So you, in your panic, I don't know what you did. You were not masturbating to your mom. In fact, your mom caught you masturbating to this girl, Janine, that you never met. Now, did you masturbate because she thought
she thought a lot of things. But you want to know what she called her? And I quote, creature.
Creature?
That's what she called her.
I bet she is a creature. I haven't seen this alleged photo. But
you know, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4 days to think about it.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get the story. I gotta develop the story because this is fascinating.
All right, but I have so much to say.
I don't care how late we get to the news. Now, you all right? There's no pictures of her available. So what happened? She sent you a photo, and that caused you to get horny and masturbate.
You could say that.
Oh, well, so okay, so then how did your mom catch you? I don't understand. Like, she just walked in on you? She did? Look, everybody's getting quiet now. What is this? What's the matter? Everybody's too nervous?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. What are you talking about? You told me your mom caught you masturbating to this alleged girl, Janine.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Okay. So you were in your room doing this, and you were pleasuring yourself to this picture that this girl sent you. And what happened? Your mom just you forgot to lock the door, and your mom just walked in on you.
Yes.
And you must have been horrified.
Yes.
Okay, so it was a real embarrassing, awkward moment, right?
I was sort of happy it happened.
What? That your mom saw you?
Oh, well.
You were happy. You were happy your mom caught you.
After the argument, yes.
Oh, all right, hold on. So, did your mom freak out and go, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," and like run away?
Oh, she just got pissed off.
What? Did she stand there and yell at you?
Yes.
While you were naked? Listen, I gotta know this. I gotta know these details. So, all right.
No.
All right.
No.
Okay. Was this the first time your mom ever caught you pleasuring yourself?
Yes.
Oh, so how is she not horrified? Weren't you horrified? I would have picked up my pants and ran out of the house and not come home for 5 days. All right. So okay. So all right. So all right. Let's fast forward. The initial shock of her catching masturbation. Now she got mad at you. Why did she get mad at you? Because you were masturbating or you were pleasuring yourself?
Both.
Well, first of all, that's a normal function. Everybody does that. And second of all, she walked in on you. She should knock. You're a man. You're an adult. She should knock. So it's her fault. So she should be embarrassed. I mean,
look, I love her. I love my mom. You know that.
I'm talking about if you're an adult male living with your parents, your mom and your mom should not walk in or just open the door to your room, to your private room, and just walk in. She should knock. I told my mother that a long time ago. You knock.
Yeah, well, when you live under my roof.
Well, then she that's what happens, and she shouldn't be angry at you for pleasuring yourself. You're a healthy, functional adult male. It's a normal function. Anyway, I mean, do you even have a lock on your room? In your room?
Yes.
You forgot in your excitement when you got the picture. This girl was so hot and so attractive that you just lost your brains. You pulled down your pants and you started going to town.
I have a song to play.
Hold on. You started going to town. You're like, oh my God, Janine, this girl's so hot. I can't wait to meet her. I'm gonna bang her. And Frank's gonna give me $100. I'm gonna take her to a motel. I'm gonna bang. She's gonna marry me. This girl wants to marry him. Andrew. All right. So okay. So now hold on. Now and then Andrew tells me. He tells me that his mom got mad. So everybody's following me. She walks in on him, pleasuring himself. She doesn't leave. She instead of being mortified, she just stays there and starts yelling. And now you're telling me that he followed to tell me that because of this, his mother made him block this girl on Facebook.
Yes. She got mortified.
What? So you explained to her what happened?
Yes.
You explained to her. I gotta keep playing the ghost. It's so funny.
I'm getting pure amusement. You know, back on Saturday I was pissed off and angry. Now I'm happy.
So you pull up your pants. She's like, Andrew, what are you doing? How dare you in my house do that? Defile yourself. And you were like, Mom, no, please. She's like, what are you doing? Are you watching porno? She thought you were watching pornography.
No.
All right. So, all right. So how did she come to know? How did you reveal to her that you were pleasuring yourself to your mysterious Facebook girlfriend that you never met? You just told me.
Simple. She saw the phone.
She saw the phone of the picture.
Yep.
She saw the picture on your phone, and she's like, "Who's this?"
She freaked out.
It's like, "Oh my God, you're actually pleasuring yourself to a female? Oh my God, in my house." So, and then you told her, "No, ma, it's okay. She's not a porno actress. She's actually my girlfriend." Is that what you told her?
And she freaked out.
But did she say? Have you had sex with her? Have you used condoms?
She didn't say anything like that.
Well, why would she freak out? She doesn't want you to have a girlfriend?
She doesn't want me dating ugly people.
She doesn't want... So this girl was ugly.
She called her a creature.
So your mom...
Which I'm happy she did.
Okay, but you upon having this picture sent to you, and you opening it up, felt compelled to masturbate to a creature.
You have every right to laugh. You have every right.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. I'll admit, I have masturbated to a lot of.
Listen, it's human nature.
Listen, I'll tell the audience. I jerk off to sometimes granny porn. I'm old. I'm an older guy. I've seen it all. I've done it all.
You're from Generation X.
Oh no! Listen, I get bored, but I would never get. I don't think I would get that sudden urge where if somebody sent me a picture that I would of a creature that she looks like a creature, that I would go, oh yeah. Like I would have to be like really bored at night, like scour the porno sites, and like, oh god, this is boring. Oh god, teen girls. My stepdaughter. That's boring. I did that already 2 days in a row. Oh. My MILFs, oh, God, I did that last week. I've seen her already. All right, granny porn. Okay, I'm bored. Let me just get this over with. You just, like, saw a picture of this, of a girl you never met, and then your mom caught you in the middle of this. Like, you should have been mortified.
And listen, I have no right to defend myself. I will say that.
No, yes, you do. First of all,
what?
What do you, Andrew, what do you mean? You're saying it's wrong for you to masturbate?
I'm talking about, doing it to a picture like that.
So what are you supposed to do it to?
No,
I don't know. I do it to watching picture on my computer.
Same with me. Okay, you want the honest answer? It's the same thing with me.
It's a normal thing. Everybody does it. Before the internet, I used to buy magazines. I used to buy Jugs magazines.
Oh, you mean Playboy?
No, Playboy sucked. I used to buy Jugs, Score magazine. My mother, but I never made my mother catch me. I would lock the door, or I would do it at night, and then when I had my girlfriend, my mother knew better not to walk in on me without knocking. And, anyway, listen, this is I have to. I don't know. I'm not. Listen, I'm studying psychology, but I'm not studying psychology like this. This is above my pay grade. Listen, Andrew. You're not wrong. You didn't do anything wrong to pleasure yourself.
Right, definitely.
You could do it as many times as you want. It's healthy.
Yeah, but do you want to hear the thing?
What do I want to hear?
My mom said she was going to take away my phone for a month if I didn't block her. Right. Again with that. No. Here's a better way to describe what happened. Here's a better way.
I touched myself and I got busted. My head pulled down. Detectives around me. I'm by myself and you had to find me. Forget myself.
All right, listen. I'm getting grossed out. I'm sure the audience is.
Right. This is the ending. This is a good way to describe how I got caught. Oh, hang on. Let me fast forward it. Here we go. Found it.
Just lower it a little bit. All right, please. All right, enough. Listen, Andrew. I don't know if you're making this up. If you are, thank you, my friend, who I've never met. You proved me right. You are a comedic gold. And thank you. You proved me right. I'm reaffirmed that I can spot talent a mile away, and that's my calling in life, to find talent. If you made this up, this is the greatest. Listen, I'm telling you, this is the greatest bit This was worthy of Howard Stern back in the 90s. Okay,
definitely. This would be the type of stuff you would hear on Howard Stern's show.
Yeah, only he would probably find the girl, a make believe girl, and bring her in and make it a bit. We can't do that because we have 5 cents to rub together, and this is just an hourly show. But if you did make this up and you conjured all this up, thank you. You are gold. The audience, give Andrew a round of applause. If this is true, Andrew, you got to look in the mirror and reflect your situation. How old are you? 20, 22?
That's what my mom said.
That's your mom. All right. Listen, Nick, I don't know. I'm sorry Nick dropped out. I don't know what happened with him. It's always Skype.
Well, I have something important to say. Can I get it out before we read the news?
What do you have to say?
I've had a lot of time to think about this. And the way I view the situation is my mom's looking out for me. She doesn't want me getting hurt. Frank, please turn that off. That's giving me a headache.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. This is obviously a very emotional moment for you.
The emotional part of it is that I need to find someone who is not insane or through Facebook anymore.
But Ed, weren't I and Nick telling you this last week on the show? I mean, you could play it for your mom. You could play it for your mom and ask your mom. Was my radio co-host Frank and Nick giving me good advice last week, and I didn't listen to them.
Maybe I should listen to you.
We would tell you, but Andrew, this is disturbing. How could you not see the red flags of a girl you never met? You changed your relationship status. That means that's considered a big thing.
It is considered a big thing.
Yeah, when people see that goes throughout your friends. Everybody sees it. That means
I didn't expect Nick to embarrass me last week.
Listen, he did you a favor. Listen, if let's say there is a real attractive girl out there on social media that does like you, and now she sees that you just posted you're in a relationship, she'll be like, "Damn, shit, I missed my chance," and she forgets about you. That's how a big implication, and it's someone you never met. It's through a friend that you never met, and the worst part about it all is this girl posted that she wants to marry you. After 3 hours. I mean that's scary. I don't listen. If who's an attractive girl to you? What's her name? Bella Thorne?
No.
Who's a hot celebrity?
I can think of on the top of my head.
I don't know. Anybody. Just anybody.
Okay. Fine. Kira Kosterin from the Thundermans.
Okay.
There. Got it out of me.
Okay. If I actually got a call from Kira Kosterin, that's her name?
Okay. First of all.
Hold on.
I'm not insane anymore.
Okay, listen.
I've changed.
Hold on. I got to say this. If I had a friend that actually knew Kira Kosterin, and I knew for a fact, I'm like, dude, awesome. Let me talk to her. And she told me, and my friend told me, or she told me, Frank, this girl actually wants to come meet you, and she is so attracted to you. And if I never met her, and she sent me a friend request on Facebook, and then if I knew for a fact, I was 100% certain that Kira Kosterin was infatuated with me, and then on her post she wrote, "I want to marry you," I would block her. I would say this is a big scam.
Oh yes, I wouldn't want Thunder Girl harassing me all the time.
I don't care. I'm saying even if it was the real girl, if it
was the real actress who plays Thunder Girl, then yes.
No, I don't care if it was if it was the real actress, if whoever it is.
Yes.
If I knew for a fact, even if I talked to her in person, even if I did meet her, and 3 hours later she wrote, "I want to marry you," I would alarms would start going off.
Yeah, if she was that insane, 100% yes.
I would say either just it's a joke or this girl is something serious. But anyway, listen. Getting back to Nick, I'm gonna we'll try to make him call back next week so he could weigh in on this, and we'll continue it more.
I don't know if Nick's gonna respond because I think he was probably throwing up.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll find out. But listen, we'll try to read the news as fast as possible. Andrew, do you have your teleprompter in front of you?
Yes. So we do got to go to the news.
We got some news. Text. I'm sorry if I offended anybody.
Might as well talk about what was on the Drudge Report today.
Yes,
and that was an article posted around 11:30 this morning that said new FBI texts are bombshells. President Trump blasted out revelations about Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. Okay, here we go. Donald Trump trumpeted the release of a new private text from a pair of FBI lovers that said former President Barack Obama wanted to know everything about the FBI's Hillary Clinton email probe. An FBI lawyer
Andrew,
wrote...
You need to read a little fast because we're short on time.
Okay. An FBI lawyer wrote in a newly revealed text to her late lover in late 2016 that then President Barack Obama wanted updates on the Hillary Clinton email investigation conducted by James Comey. 2 months before the election, Lisa Page wrote to fellow FBI official Peter Strzok's that she was working on a memo for then FBI Director Comey because Obama wanted to know everything that they were doing. Obama said 5 months earlier during a Fox News interview that he could guarantee he wouldn't interfere with the James Comey investigation.
Right. So basically, this implicates Obama as a liar.
So, in theory, Obama lied.
No, it's not theory. It's proven he lied. These are texts. Unless these texts are lies, but I doubt it. Because as I've been saying all along, what have I been saying all along, Andrew? If they prosecuted Hillary, the first witness would be Obama. He'd be called into court. He'd be called into court, and that's why it goes all the way to the top, and that's why there's a big cover-up.
What you're saying is, if they had gotten Hillary to trial, then Barack Obama would have testified last year then.
No, yeah, listen, if they charge Hillary or anybody in the State Department,
Barack Obama was associated with Hillary Clinton.
Right. No, as we find out now, it's proven. So if they actually press charges against her in court, whoever's prosecuting the case is going to call witnesses, and the first witness is going to be Obama because, hey, you are the president. You are in charge of all this. You
knew about this.
Yeah, how could you not know about her fake email, her private email server? You communicated with her. You broke laws.
I didn't know anything.
All right, so hold on. I'll write. So Trump tweeted this morning. The new FBI texts are bombshells. He wrote. Now the president, when he does this, and he shouldn't wait. He shouldn't weigh in on these things because he could influence the case at a later date. He should really. The president should really just keep a low voice here because he could ruin the case. But anyway, it says I do not talk to the Attorney General about pending investigations. This is Obama. I do not talk to FBI directors about pending investigations. We have a strict line, he said on April 10, 2016.
Maybe he was talking to Loretta Lynch.
Oh, come on. They were include. And then he goes on to say, this is on the Fox show, I guarantee it. I guarantee that there is no political influence in any investigation conducted by the Justice Department or the FBI, not just in this case, but in any case, full stop, period, he said. If the prosecutor would play this in court, and then he would have to explain himself. This is just I don't know. But again, is anything going to happen? Is just the hot story of the day? I don't know. These texts, what's going to happen? I don't know. Nothing's going to happen. This is going to by Thursday. This will get forgotten about it. Okay, and then Andrew, move on to the FBI lovers' text messages. What are you tired?
I've been all drained out from the excitement of the last.
Yes, all right, you don't legit. All right, let me read it. Let me.
Yes, please read it.
And you comment, okay? So all right, continuing on with that story, the FBI lover's latest text message is that Obama wanted to know everything. That the Peter Stross and his lover Lisa Page included an exchange about preparing talking points for then Director FBI Comey to give to the president, who wanted to know everything was going on, just like Andrew talked about. And Page wrote to Stross on September 2nd, 2016. So that is almost 4 months after that interview with Fox, which was done on April 16th, about prepping Comey because the president of the United States wants to know, and this is quote, wants to know everything we're doing.
And they wanted Donald Trump to lose to Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. According to a newly released Senate report, this is not fucking the Drudge, CNN, Fox, Alex Jones. This is the Senate, okay? So don't people will start saying this is conspiracy theory. It's not conspiracy theory. According to a newly released Senate report, this text raises questions about Obama's personal involvement in the Clinton email investigation. And the text previously revealed Stross and Page have shown their disdain for Republicans in general, as well as Trump, calling him an effing idiot, among other insults. Among the newly disclosed text, Stross also calls Virginians who voted against the then FBI director Andrew McCabe's wife, state senate, as, quote, ignorant hillbillies. So this is just the insidious.
I'm sorry, but that's very offensive.
This is the insidious nature and potential criminal activity. This is criminal activity of these people. This is just crazy. This is just crazy. On Election Day 2016, Stross wrote, "Oh my God, this is effing terrifying. This is the guy who's investigating Hillary and investigating Trump." And Page, his lover, his slut, I'll get personal. His slut Page replied, "Oh my God, I'm so depressed." Later that month, on November 13th, Page wrote, "I bought all the president's men, figured I need to brush up on Watergate." Incredible. The next day, on November 14th, 2016, Page wrote, "God, being here makes me angry. Lots of highfalutin national security talk. Meanwhile, we have our, in capital, task ahead of us." What's this task? To pull a coup? This is serious shit. And you know what? Even me, this is just earthquake stuff. And I wasted 40 minutes on the show on you. This should have been the big headline of the story. This is an attempted coup d'etat on our government, on the president. Forget whether you like Trump, whether you hate Trump, whether you're not sure about Trump. This could happen to the next presidential election, presidential candidate that you do like. So don't get happy and go, "Oh, fuck it, it's Trump. He deserves it." Because 4 years down the road, 8 years down the road, 12 years down the road, 24 years down the road, they could do this to another candidate.
All I'm going to say is that they better not screw Trump in the next election.
Listen, right now, unless there is just, I don't know who, unless somebody comes from heaven and runs against Trump at this point, how Trump is going to get, as of now, with all this material that he has, there's no way that now it's really 95% chance that Trump should get reelected. Who are they going to throw at him?
John Bell Edwards?
It doesn't matter. Any Democrat that runs against him, this is going to be all of Trump's campaign in Trump's campaign bid.
So what your theory is that campaign Trump 2.0 will talk about damaging evidence.
Yeah. They're going to talk about he's going to talk about how the Democrats are trying to steal the election. What his next opponent?
I think he'll have a better message in the next election. I think
he'll tell the American people in the debates how he built the economy, how he brought in jobs, how he solved he'll probably do it, the immigration. He'll pass the infrastructure bill. He'll start getting to work on the wall if that happens. That plus,
Well, I'm still upset about the wall not getting funded.
even whatever. Even if the wall doesn't get funded, all those points plus this damaging evidence against the Democrats, he'll just say, "Look at the Democrats. What the Democrats have done in the last 4 years." Fake news.
Well, the Democrats have been obstructionists because they keep pushing DACA.
Right. He'll say, "How could you, an American with any common sense, vote for a Democrat and let these people take over the country? How in your right mind could you?"
And then have open borders.
How in your right mind could you hand the keys to the White House to these people? And when I say these people, the
I
Democrats.
don't know why wouldn't if they're going to keep open borders.
Oh, forget open borders. Look at the corruption.
You know what? We have to talk about Pelosi because this is what I'm upset about.
Yeah, all right, I'll get to this. I'll do it because we have only we have a few minutes left.
Please let the audience know about Pelosi, and then I'll comment.
Pelosi. She's a boob.
Yeah, talking for 8 hours today. My God.
Yeah, she filibustered. It's okay. It's her. What you call it? She could do it. It's her. She's in her rights to do it. How many times has Rand Paul filibustered?
Or Ted Cruz.
Yeah, but the funny thing about this is we know Nancy Pelosi she's a boob. She's a nut job. She doesn't even know who the president is times, what the date is. So I don't even know.
And the Republicans enjoyed the speech today.
Yeah, the Republicans. Somebody applauded her. I think it was more of a joke. Go Nancy, go! Wrote one Republican for a filibuster. Now I make fun of this because in a short interview, Nancy Pelosi gets the facts wrong like 5 times in a 15-minute interview. She'll get the president's name wrong. She'll refer to the president of the United States as President Bush.
President Bush is a charmer.
Yeah. So I can't imagine Nancy Pelosi talking for 8 hours. So real fast. So today, House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi from California launched a filibuster of sorts in the House on Wednesday by taking the floor to talk about the need to pass legislation to protect the dreamers. Now this is what it's all about. The House was set to start debating the Mortgage Choice Act, but Pelosi took the floor shortly after 10 a.m. and she wanted to talk at length about immigration. She could do this. It's okay, but it's just funny. A filibuster in an action lawmakers can take in the Senate, not in the House. However, both Pelosi and House Speaker Paul Ryan are both permitted to talk at length on the floor because of their leadership status. Oh, my God. Both of them often request 1 minute to speak, but go on for several minutes. Hence, once you keep going on and on and on, that's what the definition of filibuster means. A privilege afforded to them because of their status. Pelosi warned the House that she was going to take full advantage of her leadership minutes, which it's instead of speaking for minutes, to speak as long as she can. So she said, "So I'm going to go on as long as my leadership minute allows," she said. All right, let's listen to her, okay? Real fast.
Oh, no. No. That's what Pelosi does. This is Charlie Brown.
So Pelosi ended her 8 hours plus speech. That was an actual speech. I found it on C-SPAN.
All I'm going to say is Mark Dice better do a video on her tomorrow.
So Pelosi ended her 8 hours plus speech shortly after 6 p.m. That was her real speech, Andrew. I just got that from CNN.
No. Let's face it. This is how it sounds, me being a Nancy Pelosi hater. Like, this is what it sounds like to me.
Listen. I haven't heard her filibuster.
Frank, I hated this woman for years, and today, literally, gave me an example of how bad she can be.
I'm telling the audience, I haven't heard it, but I imagine that's what Nancy Pelosi sounded like. And it's funny. A quick quote. During the night, this is a quote. During the night, when I was thinking and praying so hard about our dreamers, oh my God, she's so full of shit. I thought maybe we should just pray all day on the floor of Congress. Yeah, okay. Oh, she's a fucking actress. Maybe I should pray.
Maybe if she's a hypocrite, maybe she'll go to the DACA protest on March 5th.
Yeah, if
They're
you
already
remember
planning at Trump Tower.
a few months ago how the protesters turned on her, the Dreamer protesters turned on her. She had to walk out. They turned the people she
Mark
defended.
my words, Frank. If they don't get a deal done on DACA, and if this wall does not get funded, mark my words, March 5th, you will see mayhem around Trump Tower.
No, that's gonna happen. Trump said he might shut it down. But hold on, let me read more quotes.
No, they got a deal done today.
Oh, hold on, let me read this. So she goes on, another quote from her filibuster. Maybe I should bring my rosary blessed by the Pope, His Holiness, Pope Francis, or the one before that, Benedict. Oh my God, she's a drama queen.
Yeah, but again, today's funding bill, nothing for DACA, nothing for the wall.
Hey, hold on, I gotta read this quote.
Read it.
I have the honor and privilege of receiving rosaries blessed by several popes in my lifetime. This is what she's talking about. This is. She prayed to the Pope, and she did a rosary to pray for the dreamers that she cares about. She's really praying for votes. And listen, we're out of time, and this is the punchline. And it said even the Democrats can't stay awake as Nancy Pelosi draws on and on and on. As she filibustered, Doris, Representative Democrat Doris Matsui had trouble staying awake. You could see this on C-SPAN. They were falling asleep. Her own Democrats.
I would have left the room.
All right, listen, we're out of time. We got to go. Andrew, the plugs.
Okay.
Real fast.
At AZZ34 for Frank on Twitter. I'm at Andy's Randomness. Andy's Randomness on YouTube.
Listen, great show. We're going to continue. We have to continue this more. We'll try to get Nick back on next week. Live, 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Spam.
Oh, hopefully we can.
Oh!